Okay, so I'm gonna really quickly run through my exact workflow with the massugc AI video agent and how I'm actually turning its 300 videos a day into money. What is the marketing and the distribution behind that? I'll break down the tool. I'll give it a super quick demo just to see what it looks like and the type of content that it can make. But the majority of this video is really going to be about how do you actually turn this into money? Because most of these AI UGC tools out there, I call them blue collar tools because they're not agents. They don't make the videos for you. You actually have to go in and individually, get the one video file and then go add everything after the fact and put that all together. So this kind of, I guess, quote unquote, duct tapes everything together, does it for you, and actually does kind of your marketing for you. You stay the marketer, which I'll show you when we actually demo the tool, but it really takes a lot of the load off for you. So right off the bat, you can see this little flow chart. The product I'm going to break down is this pheromone fragrance product, how we're using basically fake news anchors and news videos with some pretty crazy marketing hooks and everything like that. Talking about the FDA and this product getting banned, how we're using that to actually market a product, make money. So I'm not sure if you guys know who I am or have seen my other socials really at all, but I just wanted to bring this up. I do understand organic marketing extremely well. So as you can see on my Instagram here, I've posted 37 posts, and over these two channels, TikTok and Instagram, I've gotten like 60 million views just on these two accounts, and I'm at about 500,000 followers if you combine the two. So I know organic marketing. This took me, 90, maybe like 120 days total to get all those followers for my personal brand. But besides that, I've been doing, viral organic marketing, paid ads marketing for, forever, basically the entire time that I've been making any money online. So essentially, I just want to bring that up so you know that I'm someone who you can listen to and I know what I'm doing. But a couple things that I want to just show, and actually, let me show this very, very first. So what I've realized with marketing and e-commerce and consumer apps, any form of business that uses UGC, it's really important that you push out mass volume. I'm a very logical, numbers wise person. So when I go and I try to make a product go viral or a video go viral, there's two ways you can go about it. You can either have the highest quality, best edited content in the world, and you have to be a very, very good marketer to try to post, one, two, three, whatever, 10 videos and be able to go viral from that. For example, the videos that I make with my personal brand, I've only posted, 30 some videos, but I've gotten 50, 60 million views. And the reason is because there's a lot of time that goes into those videos. And realistically, if you're trying to sell a little consumer product, there's no reason for that. And what you should do is go mass volume because number one, it's going to guarantee that you get views as long as you post enough content. And number two, it's just way easier. Before, mass UGC or AI UGC, you had to either hire a ton of affiliates or, UGC creators or, video editors, VAs, stuff like this to make all these videos. But now you can do all of that in-house. So I want to bring this up really quickly. ArcAds, one of the competitors that we have. I just want to show the price per minute of the videos. It's anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50, and you can only make 10 to 25 videos a month. So again, it goes back to the thing. How are you going to expect to go viral if you're only going to post 10 to 25 videos a month unless they're the world's best videos? And AI UGC isn't meant to be the world's greatest video. It's meant to do mass volume. So you have to have one or the other, right? Another one of the competitors, Icon, $3 to $5 per video. Again, same thing, 10 to 30. Make UGC, even less, 5 to 15 videos, and it's even more expensive. And then mass UGC is anywhere from 30 cents to $1.10. And $1.10 is actually usually a minute and 30 to a 2-minute video. And the monthly limit, you can make 10,000 videos a month. And the only reason there's that limit is just because there's a time frame that it takes for this agent to actually make the video. So if it was instant, you would be able to make literally hundreds of thousands a month, however many that you can do. But obviously there's a time constraint that we have. And again, this is automated. So I just want to bring all that up. But essentially, I just want to show this exact product a little bit more. This is also ran on Meta, so it's paid ads, it's also organic, and it's doing extremely well on both. Essentially, it's just a pheromone fragrance. But I want to show you one of the videos that it can actually make. Let me pull up massive UGC. So I'm not sure if you are seeing this for the first time or you've seen it before. We kind of went through a little bit of a rebrand and made everything look a lot cleaner, better, and just function overall 100 times better. So first of all, as you can see, there's a bunch of random campaigns in here. This is my experimental project. I basically only use this for demos and stuff like that, but I want to run this video really quickly. So as you can see, the video is being ran in the background, and I'll show what that looks like. I did run one a little bit ago, and it took 4 minutes to run. It's probably about a minute long, but I'll show you the output of this one, and hopefully you can hear this, so we don't have to wait for this one, but I'll show you this one at the end just to show kind of the demo that it does work. It's this video.
A 27-year-old flight attendant.
Let me replay that.
A 27-year-old flight attendant from Delta Airlines was fired after having a little too much fun with a 19-year-old passenger in the airplane's restroom during a flight from Washington to Florida. The incident report highlights an unusual detail. The passenger was wearing a new pheromone fragrance that's been gaining attention for its powerful effects. Developed by a team of innovative perfumers, this scent, known as View, is designed to...
So as you can see here, this video, all we did was we threw this on in this gameplay video before we actually, lip sync the avatar. So you just give it that input video. If you want consistent, gameplay or consistent overlays, absolutely just put that on the avatar video, and then just change what the avatar is saying. So anyways, this is what it looks like. Obviously, you'd want to do a little bit of touch-ups. You can add captions, you can add a song, and actually I'll bring up another video that was more finalized, just so you can kind of see it with music and everything like that. So essentially it would look something like this with, a song added and captions.
A 27-year-old flight attendant from Delta Airlines was fired after having a little too much fun with a 19-year-old passenger in the airplane's restroom during a flight from Washington to Florida. It turns out the passenger was wearing a new pheromone fragrance that's stirring quite the conversation. This particular scent is designed...
Obviously, we've got some crazy marketing going on, and as you can see, this video just popped in here as well. So
a 27-year-old flight attendant from Delta Airlines was fired after having a little too much fun with a 19-year-old passenger in the airplane's restroom during a flight from Washington to Florida. The incident report revealed that the passenger was wearing a new pheromone fragrance, which is currently causing quite a stir. This particular scent is under scrutiny for its alleged ability to provoke noticeable, affectionate responses in those who encounter it.
So as you can see, the script is going to be a little bit different. I have this campaign set up pretty specific to use that exact hook and whatnot. I'm not going to go super in depth into how to actually create these campaigns. I have so many other videos, and it's another one of those tools that, if you downloaded CapCut Desktop for the first time, you learn how to use it. If you log into ChatGPT for the first time, you learn how to prompt it, and that's essentially what this process is like too. But essentially, you just queue up your campaign. If you want to put a product or a brand name, you want to use a specific avatar, you select an example script. If you want a specific hook, you put that in here, persona setting, that sort of thing. All of that just gets handled right inside when you're generating this campaign. But the beautiful thing about this is you don't have to do that every single time. So those videos that I just showed you of that View pheromone product, all I would have to do if I wanted to run more videos is I would select this. I could run it once, right? Or I could run it 10 times. So say I wanted like 10 different news avatars. I would queue up 10 campaigns, take me, maybe 30 minutes, something like that. And then I would just select 10 of these campaigns. Let me just select all of them. And since I have, 71 campaigns in here, I could run 710 videos. Obviously, you want them to be very specific, and those campaigns should be set up correctly. But you can run a lot of videos all at once. And then in the background, while you just have your computer open, this is just going to run because it is a local tool, and it's going to basically make all of these videos, put them in your outputs folder, or in your exports folder, and the files will be right on your device. So there's a lot of ways you can easily connect that to Google Drive for distribution and all of that. But again, I have other information kind of on distribution as well. So in terms of how the tool actually works, that's essentially what it is, what it looks like, and that sort of thing. So let me close this down, and I want to show you something pretty important. I have another video that breaks down this entire 28-day playbook timeline. This is what I do when I actually launch a product with massugc, or working with a client or a brand, or anything like that. We follow this timeline because it's really important, but I'm just going to break down the start of it, and then a little bit about distribution. So in terms of the timeline, the first 3 to 5 days are the most important thing really in this entire process. You want to test hundreds of hooks. So if you're a paid ads marketer, if you're an organic marketer, you know how powerful a hook can actually change where the video is getting sent, right? Because it's going to depend on who's actually going to watch that video. So what I do is I get in this tool and I generate maybe 300 videos, right? I'll go on one of these spy tools like FastMoss, Calidata, the Daily Virals, and I'll just pull some transcripts, throw them into massugc, and then I'll make like 300 videos, but just go super broad, trying to find the demographic. So one of the brands, and I have a little case study on it that we worked with, they were literally doing $0 on TikTok Shop, and within 28 days, we actually did 158K. Wasn't at the end of the day, but essentially, all we did for the first 3 to 5 days is we jumped in there and we tested as much as we possibly could. The product was black seed oil. The brand name's Prime Natural, and I had no idea what one benefit of black seed oil was. I didn't know what black seed oil did. I essentially knew nothing about it. But since I just went and stole a bunch of scripts off, on TikTok or whatever, one of the scripts I'm assuming had, this helps with neuropathy. So that was the angle that ended up working. One of the hooks that the tool gave us was, do your feet burn, tingle, or go numb? That could be early signs of neuropathy. And essentially that video got somewhere like 2.5, 2.8 million views in just the first few days. Absolutely crushed it, of course, for the affiliate GMV or for the brand GMV. And then all we did was we just doubled down right on that vertical. So the next, 6 to 12 days, we're like, okay, now we just scale content production, distribution, and we'll just take the top. For this brand specifically, we took the top of just one angle because neuropathy made the most sense. We just tested different age groups and that sort of thing as well. But then again, all you're going to do is you're going to figure out how to double down on the content production, especially with massugc. It makes it really easy. And then you're just going to figure distribution, right? How do you distribute all of this content? If you're making 300 videos a day, that's going to be really important. And then, all you do is cycle that. You're going to figure out what the angle actually is, double down on it, and then double, triple down on distribution. I always kind of talk about there's also different layers to content, especially when you're doing TikTok Shop. There's top, middle, bottom of funnel, everything like that. But essentially, you're just casting a fishing net and you're looking what's going to go viral. And then you're just putting more painful and heavier CTAs and that sort of thing further down the line in these next 13, 28 days. You're really trying to push those customers that maybe saw that original viral video to actually go and purchase. So the next thing is just distribution. I'm not going to talk about all of this because there's so many things you can do with distribution. I'm just going to talk about what's working the absolute best right now. And right now it's actually still using affiliates. So there's a lot of ways to auto post, right? But everyone knows this, that TikTok is very, very strict, just like every platform is strict on auto posters and how you actually distribute content. And especially when you're massively pushing volume, that's important as well. So we're getting the best results from straight up affiliates that we reach out to and we say, hey, can we give you the content? And then all you have to do is post. We'll give you 5% commission, and all you have to do is, maybe add a specific song or, add a specific caption or whatever onto the video. But the benefit is these people already know what they're doing. I reach out to people directly on TikTok, just like if you were a brand, gonna reach out to affiliates. I'm, an agency, gonna reach out to affiliates and just give them the content. I just do everything through Google Drive. So it's very, very simple. There's a little bit more management right away to kind of just bring the process all put together. But then it becomes a lot more easy because if they're making, a lot of money with the commission, they already know what they're doing. They can buy more accounts. You can just say, hey, buy another account. I'll send you 10 more videos a day. And, also, I didn't mention this. The sweet spot for posting is really anywhere from 10 to 15 videos a day. I wouldn't go more than that. We just start to see results trail off. And I won't go less than that because then you're not going to get to that, percent where you're actually going to see viral content really quickly. So that's kind of what I would do in terms of distribution. I would reach out to real affiliates, people that know what they're doing, and have them post, and then work on, automation. There's N8N, there's all kinds of things that you can do with that. But I realistically would stay away from N8N automation until you're actually making money with this and your brand is doing very, very well with AI UGC content. So that's kind of just a brief overview. Obviously, there's a ton more on this actual board here where I explain really, really a little bit more in depth. I have an hour and maybe 20-30 minute video that's on YouTube that a lot of people have really, really enjoyed, and it's just kind of a high level overview of case studies and things that we've been doing kind of behind the scenes with Massey UGC and some of our clients. So if you guys are interested in that, absolutely. I think I have a link just on my Twitter that you can go actually watch that video. But feel free to shoot me a DM or whatever, and we can get that to you. So yeah, just wanted to do a brief overview of Massey UGC once again, show a little bit of that new UI and functionality that we have in there. And yeah, trying to keep it a little bit shorter so the people that don't want to watch a full hour and a half video can also understand what this product is and what it does.